Hello, everyone. I'm Mel Greenberg.
And I'm Karen Glasser, and welcome to Uncorked, life exposed in the most unexpected ways.
Where what you see is not always what you get.
Uncorked is proud to be on the Vital C network. We love Vital C. Go check out Vital C. I'm just going to put this up here. We just love Vital C. They've got some great shows there. We're going to talk about the travel program. I mean, some amazing things. Go check out Vital C. You will not be disappointed. What are we chatting about today?
How we express ourselves.
Oh, okay.
And it's the dead of summer,
Right.
and we couldn't even decide what to wear. So
and so we
got the memo.
Yeah, we're twins.
It's miserable. We're hot.
Yeah,
we're tired. I'm ready for fall already, which I tend to do. But beyond that, how we express ourselves in kind of in our peak stage movement,
right.
What that looks like, and whether it's traveling or crafts and
right.
hobbies, and we actually got to talking about that and hobbies,
right?
And what do you do?
Well, we have to drink first.
Oh God,
I'm sorry, I cannot go another second without drinking. I'm drinking iced tea today,
and I'm drinking water because I'm hot. Because it's hot.
Cheers! Cheers, everyone. Okay, so now free time.
and we have more of it, so let's face it, and it's easy to kind of let the days just pass by, and you don't I don't want to feel that I've done that they've just melded into one into another, and I want to do things, but I mean, I do work, I do have things, but I have a lot more free time, and I want to spend it in a good, productive way, yet an enjoyable way.
So how do you do that? What do you do?
Well, I do my yoga, and that actually it helps me, because it really helps me quiet my head. One thing that I do is needlepoint.
Show me.
And I'm going to show all of you, because as you know, I have my first grandchild, and my sweet baby Isla. I am doing her first Christmas stocking, and I've taken this on, and I'm working on it now, so it will be ready for her second Christmas.
I love that.
Didn't quite make it for the first.
I think I told you. I mean, I used to do needlepoint and pettipoint, and when I lost my sight in my right eye, I can't do it. So I'm living vicariously through you, because that is so stunningly gorgeous. So stunningly gorgeous.
And it's so satisfying too. And I mean, that's a huge piece. I do that at home. I travel. I have in fact, I got this from my girlfriend, who actually introduced me to needlepoint. She's an absolute expert. She teaches it, so she's incredible. And I do ornaments for the tree. And so, I mean, I've got everything. And my goal, hers is 100% needlepoint ornaments. And that's my goal. And I'm about not quite halfway there. And I have a lot. And what I started doing last year was getting everywhere we've traveled the ornaments. Because I have all the, college, the interest, the sports teams, all those things. Of course I do. So that's been really fun. So everywhere we go, I get a new canvas, and
I love that.
Start it, and then it also gives me something to do. I read. What else do I do?
We both do puzzles.
Well, yes, and I have an app on my phone.
How I know I saw that.
Oh my God, really cool. Yeah, and you can do it anywhere. I do it on the plane, and it is. I just unwind. I love that. It's relaxing.
I do them on my dining room table.
I know, I love that too.
And then we glue them and we staple them to the
which is the coolest way to save what you do, because usually just put them in the box.
I know, and then you pass them on. No, they're mine. I keep them, and I put them on the wall.
We became obsessed. We did it always as a kid. Summer vacations, I always had a table in our dining room. Actually, I put up a card table. And we did puzzles all summer long. And the beginning of the lockdowns, that we started that again, and we were just going through. And then you couldn't find them anywhere.
I know.
We were not alone. Everyone was
looking for puzzles, and they were all sold out. Now, not so much. They're back in stock.
It was a really fun family activity.
It really was. Yeah. It really was. I actually started doing. I'm not an artist in any way, shape, or form, but. My sister introduced me to something called Zentangle, and
I had never heard of that.
It's so cool. It's kind of like doodling, but to the extreme kind of doodling, and you make really cool things. So I made this. That's a Zentangle,
which is so cool,
and it's a paperweight. So I actually made it. So you create something. So that's what I do. I
so
love
can
to do
you
that.
Can you show us
Absolutely.
what it looks like? Because I had to go order this, because I do love to doodle.
So here's I'm going to show you a couple of Zentangles. That's a Zentangle. So what you basically are doing is you create sections on a piece of paper, and in each section you Zentangle something. So either it's circles, it's lines, but it all is patterns. And then they teach you how to shade. And so I've got some cool things like this. I've literally learned
So
how to.
you start from scratch.
You
It's
start
not a
from scratch,
template.
not
You
a
do
template
wherever
at all, not a
your mind
template.
takes you.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like show and tell here, but these are all Zentangles, and
That's so
it's
cool.
I'm having a blast. I literally, and it makes me feel like I'm an artist. Which is,
But also, how does it take you out of the
oh
stress
yeah,
of the
because
day? Do you
yeah,
just detach?
you don't have a choice because you have to focus. Each line goes in a particular place, and so you're very studiously doing this. It takes me to a completely zen, no pun intended, a zen place, and I think that's really kind of how they created
and
this.
I think that's what needlepoint does that for me, because we're so used to always being on. We have our phones, we're like
Right.
putting something down to check, and,
Right.
and I keep it on a table.
Right.
I just focus because it's so
On that one
detailed
thing, right.
that you have to, and it's relaxing, and it's
Yeah, I totally love doing that. The other thing I do is I have an app on my phone, like you have one for puzzle. I have one for coloring. I have a coloring app. It's called Happy Color. And again, for the same thing, you totally just go into it and nothing else
you tune out
you
the
tune
world
out the
around
world.
you.
And like you don't have to be an artist. It's color by number, basically. And you see it and you push it. I love it. I feel like I'm an artist.
Yeah.
Which is always a lot of fun.
And we're all musicians. Well, you are too. We're all musicians in our house, and I play the violin, and I've started with Isla, my granddaughter, sitting her with me at the piano and just letting, kind of help, and watching that. And I'm either there or with the violin and playing, and hoping to
how wonderful is that? I think that's wonderful. And starting her at a very early age, which is great. And who knows, she might be the next virtuoso violinist.
Quite possibly.
So I think it's hard for all of us who are go people to find balance in our life and find the time to get that balance. Do you create hobbies? I mean, I know that you're needle pointing. Do you do it by yourself? Do you do it with your partner? How do you decide what your hobby is going to be now that we're trying to find some balance?
I think I tend to, and when we decided to go into this, I thought about, I don't think of it as hobbies, and I don't think of it as finding time. I think of it as allowing time for myself.
Good distinction.
And I do that, and I do pretty easily. I know that what I do. Well, I know what I need to do to keep my cup full, which helps me be there for other people. And I can tell when I have not done that. So I do and I I love being out. I golf, I walk, all of those things are to me hobbies. I don't really know how to funnel it into a term like that. I enjoy it. Things that I do for me that I enjoy.
That you like to do.
Yeah. So it's maybe self-fulfillment.
And for me, it's whether I'm going to do something with my husband, an activity. We're starting to cook together, so that's which is always my husband likes peanut butter. That's his thing, peanut butter or pasta with sauce on it. So we're trying to branch out a little bit and starting to cook a little. We make some pizzas together. Put your own stuff on the pizza, some lasagna. Italian, he loves Italian, so we kind of do that.
That's wonderful.
Which is kind of fun for me. Again, music is the same thing for me. I listen to music all the time. But I think what happens as we get a little bit older and more mature, we want to honor the personalities that are in our lives.
Yes.
Right. And we were talking about how we unwind, and my husband unwinds one way. I unwind a totally different way. And we very specifically talked about, the reason why I like to go on cruises is that I like to sit on a chaise lounge like the whole time, because
so you're not the person that plans the excursions and goes and discovers the cities that you're in.
No, I would be very happy if I never had to leave the chaise lounge, because it's an enforced time for me to not work. I don't have my phone with me because you're on a cruise ship. There's no connection.
You can't have it.
You can't have it. So the only thing that I can do is do the one thing that I can't do during the rest of the year.
So, but that's what a vacation should be, and whatever it is to you.
Right.
Like for me, it is getting out. And that's why I've preferred land travel to cruise, because I like more time. I like to spend time in a place that we visit. I like to get to know the people and kind of feel like I'm a resident there. So
And you know that, and you know
Right,
that
and
about
honor
yourself,
that,
and you
yeah.
honor that. You
Yeah.
know, my husband likes to scuba, or not, and actually not scuba anymore, but snorkel. He loves to snorkel, and so that's why we cruise, because
Then,
no
yeah.
matter where you go, at least where we go, he can go and cruise. He can literally go and do a snorkeling like for the whole day, and I don't have to worry that he's
Mhm.
worrying about me, and I'm not worried about him. I'm on my chaise lounge with a little umbrella drink in my hand, reading a really good book, and he's out taking pictures of fish.
But
Because
that makes him happy.
he loves it. He loves it.
And that's a really good example about honoring your partner, or who
Right.
you are spending, who
Right.
you travel with. But my husband he goes more than he has more energy than God. I don't know where he gets it all. And it's amazing, but he needs to slow down. So we go on vacation, and I want him to slow down. And for my 40th birthday, he surprised me. We went to Tahiti, and we were there for 3 weeks. It wasn't
Wow.
until the second week I saw him change.
Right.
Because there was nothing to do. And he really started to embrace that until we were on Bora Bora, and he realized that it was also when that year the Giants were in the playoffs to go to the Super Bowl, and he couldn't get the game.
Oh.
And he went crazy. He was like, I got to get
Oh
to
my
Papa.
gosh.
Yeah, I mean, then you could see it come back. But
Right.
it was beautiful to see that he could. And in the meantime, I was out on the hammock every day, or we had that little over the water house.
Yeah,
and
very cool.
Sitting and enjoying that, reading, and he can't do that as easily. He
Right.
unwinds it differently. And then for him too, it's like it's on the golf course, or he has a very high powered job. The financial industry is very stressful.
Very stressful.
So he really does need to check out, and he does it the best way that serves him. And what I've come to after 30 years of marriage is to respect that, not say, oh yeah, but you should do this. It's like, this works for him. Let him do what works for him. And that's, I think, what you express when you cruise. It serves you to be on the ship.
It's like a perfect kind of vacation for us, because we both can do what we want to do without feeling like we are impinging on what the other one wants to do. Yeah. He has no expectation that I'm going to go snorkeling. It's not ever going to happen. And he's okay with that. He takes his little bag of bread, in the little Ziploc bag, and he goes and he does his thing, and he's so happy, and it's a great way for him to unwind. And I'm happy for him that he can do that.
Yeah. Well, when we travel for extended periods of time, he will often work during the days, and I love to walk.
Right.
And again, get out and explore wherever we are. Right. And I have no illusions that he's going to wake up one morning and say, I'm going to go walk with you, because it ain't going to happen. And I don't know that I wanted to either, because I do enjoy that time. And I know he's enjoying his time. Right. So it really, and I think that as we move through our lives, we become more comfortable with that space and allowing those that we love to be who they are, and not trying. Like I love that you're cooking together. Yeah. That will never happen in my house. But then I get it, because he enjoys what I cook. So I love preparing a meal.
And my husband does not enjoy anything that I cook, because he's not a foodie. Yeah. And so actually that was my response to that, is like, okay, you don't like what I make. Let's make what you like, and we'll make it together. And that's been kind of fun. It's been kind of fun.
Butter sandwiches.
We perfected peanut. Yeah, we have. He likes it. He likes no chunky. Crunchy, no, and he likes it smooth. He likes, like it drips off. It's a big debate. The side. It's a huge debate. I'm actually not a peanut butter lover. But I will. I'll eat when I do it. It will be the creamy.
Will he try other, like sunflower butter or almond butter? No, it has to be peanut butter.
It has to be
crunchy peanut butter.
No,
chunky.
It's smooth peanut butter. He totally likes the smooth. He likes to see it drip over the side. So there is that. So I want to, we've been talking for the past couple of months, because we are really, really excited about the new travel platform that rolled out on Vital Sea a couple of months ago. Specifically, and specifically, it's right around the corner now, Alaska, and you're going.
I know, I can't wait.
And there's only I only think there's a few cabins left on this particular group trip. Mm-hmm. So don't forget, go and check it out at vitalsea.com, because Mel's going.
And I want to share, I started wearing and working with a company called Coolabar, and it's sun protection clothing, and they have the greatest, just great. I mean, you could wardrobe your entire family. I got, sweet baby Isla.
But it protects you.
And it's SPF, and it's protective, and so much better than the stuff you slather on your body with the chemicals. It's fabulous, and the designs are wonderful, and they travel really easily. So check that out. You'll see it in the store. We put some items from there in the store.
You're also going to see like needlepoint stuff, things that we're doing, Zentangle. You're going to see that in the store. Go pick it up. We'd love to hear from you guys. Like, what do you like to do? What kind of hobbies do you have? Are you creating new hobbies right now? How do you unwind? All of the things that we're talking
Well,
about.
and it
we
is
want
fun
know.
to learn it. Like I had never heard of Zentangle, and she
Yeah.
started sharing this, and I'm like, "The heck is that?"
I know.
And of course, I was on the website
And
getting
you got
it.
your own.
I did.
Yep.
I got, and I can't wait to give it
Yeah.
a try. Till
We
it
probably
comes.
should do like a Zentangle something for the Uncorked crowd. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
While we're drinking, you know how they do the wine and art things. You go to a,
Oh yeah.
I think it loosens you up. And
Well,
so
that
you're
would be
not-
fun to do one without
Yeah.
drinking and see the
And
difference.
see the
in your-
difference and see the
see how
difference.
your creativity
Right. So
expands.
we do want you to go check out the our store. Go over to uncorked.shop. You can also go to uncorked.store. Either one will take you over to the store and see some of these really cool things. Again, Mel is really good at this, and she's also really good at creating some great music. And so we want to encourage you to go to the Uncorked playlist.
Yeah, summer fun.
Fun.
So much fun with it this
Tell
month.
my daddy took the T-bird away. Sorry, I had a song coming. Everything's a song for me these days. I'm sorry. You keep talking, then I'm going to have
I've
a song
done that
for
to you.
I know you have done that to me. Any last thoughts? It's July, guys. Okay, we're already. I am on my way next week
To fall.
to actually. I'm on my way to British Columbia next week. So I'm so excited. So when I get back and we have our next show, maybe we'll talk a little bit about that. Yeah. We want you to go out and have a great time. Go out and enjoy your summer this summer, right?
Have some fun today.
Yeah, totally enjoy your summer. And we'll see you next month.
Yes, we will.